it is.
Hey. I've decided to start dropping in on you from time to time. Of course not. I'd never think of harming the poor man. I only want him to do a bit of work for me. Only a bit, you see. I put him under my spell during my journey over to this land. Having a toy soldier in one's service can be quite convenient, you know? Yes, and you proved yourself to be very useful. Robert alluded to knowing about our secret art. Therefore, I wanted to find out exactly how much he discovered. But, after giving the matter due consideration, I felt that it might be better to have him and his knowledge on our side. But don't you worry. From now on, I shall endeavor to help you if I can. After all, you helped me to seduce Mr. Fortune. Well then, let me know if I can be of assistance. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Something else? Let me know what you think of it next time you stop by.
Well, I would have thought so too. I don't really know what else we can do about it. No, they told me that's okay.
Traveler, come here. I would go farther, but I hear there are bandits in these parts. Will you be my escort? Thank you. Let us be off then. This way. We should be just about there. Should be fine from here. Here, for your trouble. Huh?
Listen up, punk. If there's something you want, spit it out. I'm a busy man, and I haven't got all day. Is that right? Well, what's he after? And I'm supposed to sort the wheat from the chaff? I haven't got time for that. Especially now that some gang's been starting fires around Sensoji Temple. Boy, I don't know what's going on anymore. But I've got a feeling it isn't going to end well. Point is, I don't have time to be getting mixed up with you. So go and wash your face with miso soup or something. Go and find yourself a local and ask them, all right? That's what I like to hear. But it's going to take more than words to win me over. There's a whole gang of them starting these fires. So if you can round them up, I might consider helping you. How about it? You think you can catch these thugs? Well, once you've dealt with them, come and see me in the main hall. That's where my men are based.
No mistakes now.
Let's go. I'm in trouble!
Here you are.
Of all the places to die.
I won't forget this.
Thank you.
I can't move. Someone help. Skillful work. You must be more careful. Prepare yourself!
Is that all you've got?
riding on a witch's broomstick.
They're getting nowhere! More careful!
Hey, I appreciate the help, and I've given your request a lot of thought. I'll get you some soldiers, if you can get around. Lot of us! That's the way we do things in Edo. I am fighting! Them's the blossoms of Edo! Yours, my luck.
Let us in on the action too!
Now you've got my attention. What are you, some kind of freak? Show some grace! All right. I get it. You're no run-of-the-mill samurai. I'll give you that. And you caught those arsonists to boot. I can't very well ignore your request now, huh?
Chief Tatsugoro, good to see you again. I believe you know why I've come to visit.
I do. You want me to round up a bunch of young folks. Well, your wish is my command. Hundreds of young men with no prospects have come through my care. Many of them are more than willing to take up a good cause. There's no need to be so damn formal. We've been pretty straight with each other so far, haven't we?
Thank you for your aid. Leave the rest to me. I'll report back to Katsu.
What are you doing here? I don't have time to be talking with you. I need not tell you anything. Nonsense. I shall not be indebted to you further. Stubborn fool. You needn't concern yourself so much with my affairs. Anyway, some dubious characters will be arriving shortly. I am told they seek to leak certain information to the government. I intend to dispose of them. And now that you know why I'm here, I might as well have you help me. The rogues will likely make their move after dark. They will dock by boat here, before heading on into Edo. In any event, this is where I will wait for them. What will you do? Very well then.
Interesting experience.
Can't see any guards. We'll only find suspicious characters here. Let's take them out.
Enemy! Kill them!
There's more. I can feel it. Now that I've got you involved, I may as well explain things a bit more. I have a partner, you see. We grew up together. And later, served as Satsuma retainers. That partner is now on the run. And there are scum who would betray his whereabouts. I can't ignore that.
Interesting experience.
Going to die. Interesting experience.
Your stealth is impressive. There you are.
Kill the informant.
Where must he? We must dispose of him.
Interesting experience.
Your stealth is impressive.
사이고 에어 구보.
Doing it for a higher purpose. Going to die. Now that we've taken out their leader, there should be no risk of the government discovering Saigo's whereabouts. Exactly that. You see, Satsuma is not as unified as it used to be. Ever since the passing of Lord Shimazu, Satsuma has been greatly altered. There's hardly a trace of the old unity. To make matters worse, my partner, Takamori Saigo, is on bad terms with our new lord. There are even those who wish to see Saigo killed, as you witnessed tonight. But Saigo is more than capable of defending himself, even if it means striking down his own brethren. Oh, really? You too? Are bound to a person for whom you would risk knife and limb? I'm surprised to hear that. Perhaps you're not so dull as I had first imagined. Thank you for your help today. I pray that I will soon be able to clear Saigo's name. And when that day comes, I will introduce him to you. In fact, I think you two might actually get along.
And what are you doing at our dojo? In that case, well... The master isn't here right now. He's actually... You know, our dojo welcomes competition from other sword styles. Why don't we continue this conversation after some sparring? Well said. Just you try to get the better of Toranosuke Shimada. Study the sword. First study the mind. Now let us see how well you know yourself.
Master Harmony, I challenge you! I will get the better of you today! Mark my words!
I see you can hold your own.
Oh, Shimada! I didn't know you had a challenger! I'll take this!
That got the blood pumping, eh?
Enjoy your victory over the great Tanetsugu Oishi. It won't happen again. I was undefeated for decades until I lost to Master Odani. I will show that old man in the end. And I will show you too. Ha! That's what I like to hear.
Master Odani will take on any opponent. But he'd be especially pleased to fight someone of your caliber. He's out training by the riverbank, not far from here. Do go and see him.
Oh. I I thought it was nigh time you arrived. I'm Nobutomo Odani, the man you've been looking for. I see. So, you've bested Hachiro and Toranosuke, I surmise. You have a fearsome look indeed. Humility is a virtue. Even among those who write their names in history's pages, fortune favors the humble, while arrogance invites only misfortune. Enough talk. It's time you showed me how well you handle a blade. Oh, I look forward to a display of your prowess, young one. Strike me then. Don't be shy. Well done. Well done. I should put up a proper fight, lest I end up in infirmary. There's no overcoming old age. Quite impressive. Good grief. It sure ain't easy being old. Oh, you win, you win. Your talent appears to be the real deal. Oh, you're a sharp one. Not many would have noticed that. The truth is, I've already begun my service to the shogunate at Kaishu's request, as an instructor to any swordsman he can gather. Well, I can hardly refuse my cousin, can I? I planned to turn him down as I didn't want to neglect my dojo. But the chance to train someone like you, how could I say no? I suppose I'll be giving my all to this new role. No need to thank me. Well, in any case, I'll do what I can. Rest assured, you are in safe hands now.
hand, will you? Sorry for stopping you like that. I promise it's for a good reason. You see, there is this local herbalist who wants to turn himself into a mummy. And he'd like someone to gather materials in his stead. What do you say? A simple job for a mighty warrior like yourself, no? Heavens! I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? The name's Yoshizo Sudo. I'm just your average informed citizen. I love to write down whatever I see and hear. Perhaps you've heard of me? I've got a book series out called the Fujiyokaya Diary. In any case, there is all sorts of things required for mummification. Think you can get them for my herbalist friend? Huh? It's funny, but he said something about wanting to prove his research. He certainly is an odd fellow, that one. Oh, wonderful! I knew you'd be willing to help. It's like they say, you can always rely on the kindness of strangers. And before I forget, I've written down the materials here on this paper. In the meantime, I'll ask the herbalist for more details.
Thank you. I deal in rare goods, you see. And those guys nearly robbed me of all my stock. But you saved my life, so please take anything you want. Well, maybe not take, but I'm sure I have something you'll want.
What will it be? Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Thank you very much. Is there anything else? Please come again. What will it be? What will it be? Please come again.
You've said your prayers. Scholars always needing to learn the hard way. Hey, buddy! This ain't none of your business!
A mighty warrior! Where there is life, there is hope, huh? You really came in the nick of time. But what rotten luck, huh? Our getting jumped like that. Them? Of course not. I've never seen them before in my life. They must have mistaken me for somebody else. In any case, I knew that you were strong, but you've surpassed my expectations. Clearly, my eyes did not deceive me. But where are my manners? This is my herbalist friend I was telling you about.
Did you bring me the persimmons and salt I asked for? Thank you. I know it's not much, but please accept this as payment. Persimmon seeds actually help to prevent flesh from rotting, you see. I guess I will soon be proof of that. Indeed. Which reminds me, Sudo, you may write about it in your diary. And tell your future readers to dig me up someday.
Certainly, certainly. I'll definitely include that. And let me thank you also for your hard work. As bread always falls butter side down, you can be sure we'll meet again.
How are you? Why, hello there. Just the person I wanted to see. I was hoping you might help me out with my new project. No. It's a fool's errand without a helping hand. I was hoping I could count on you. You see, I want to capture a view of Edo in its entirety, in one glorious panorama. That is in a photograph taken from various angles, all expertly stitched together.
You're in good cheer, Mr. Beato.
Ah, Sir Alcock. I was just explaining my new photography project to my collaborator.
A collaborator, you say? To think you'd stoop to putting your faith in such a savage. Are there any lengths you won't go to for this degenerate hobby of yours?
You are too kind. But tell me, would you happen to know of a vantage point from which I can capture an all-encompassing view of the city?
Well, you might try your luck upon Mount Atago. I can attest the views from the Overlook aren't half bad. I dare say, Mr. Beato, devotion to one's hobbies is commendable indeed. But don't forget our little chat earlier.
I shall bear it in mind. My thanks. All right then, Mount Atago it is. Let's meet at the base. Don't keep me waiting too long, though.
I'm glad to see. Really? That would...
I have a hunch you will be back again. Am I right?
We are a band of patriots! We will now take donations for our cause! Traitors to the cause will receive no harm!
Glad you made it. But before we go further, will you suffer me one small detour? Mount Atago is usually bustling with townsfolk. I'd like to record a few candid shots of their way of life. With your camera, I'm sure we could manage it in a flash. Well, how about it? Much obliged. Now, whenever you're ready to start, let's head up the mountain. Yes, I believe we got some splendid...
Hey! What the hell do you think you are doing?
We French are in a far better position. Those imperialists can be useful on occasion.
No. What happened was...
What's this?
You got it wrong. The thing is, you...
Good lord. Quickly, take the photos. I'll explain later.
Still, while it's good that the attack on the legation succeeded, I'm worried that the Englishman, Alkov, suspects something.
We got company. Can't let them leave here alive. Company. We can't let them leave here alive. Yeah.
quite a windfall. Mr. Alcock will be very pleased with these photos. Remember, photos also have value as irrefutable evidence. But come, let's continue on to the lookout. Magnificent view. Perfect for a composition. Let's get set up and start shooting at once. Speed is of the essence. If the sun and the clouds were to shift even a bit, it would look odd when we try to join the photos. Most satisfactory. I couldn't have done this without you. And thank you for indulging my little whim. I am in your debt. Ah, yes. Tiff with the soldiers. Apologies for putting you in harm's way. I confess, I did not see that coming. In any event, you know how the British legation was burned down the other day? Well, rumor has it, the French paid off the British soldiers to spur the expulsionists on. Mr. Alcock asked me to secure evidence if I saw any of his fellows acting suspiciously. This kind of work helps me pay for my camera expenses. In fact, it's thanks to you I managed to take their photos. So, I'll factor that into your reward. Really, you deserve it. You know, as a photographer, I've been to many countries, but I've never known a culture quite like that of Japan, and Edo in particular. Alas, I fear it has no place in a world ruled by the West. A fleeting thing, culture. Oh, do I? Actually, I feel quite the opposite. Nothing lasts forever, you know? Not people, nor things. And that is what I yearn to capture with my photography. You saw in the mountain, did you not? The sheer degradation. But photographing such scenes gives me goosebumps. Japan is much the same. Its ancient culture and institutions will eventually be swallowed by the West. Everything held dear in this country will fade and be forgotten. And to capture that fleeting beauty in a photograph, it makes me want to pinch myself. Oh, sounds like you have something particular in mind. Please, do tell. Ah, so there isn't anything after all, is there? Even if you didn't like what I had to say, there's no need to get cheeky. No, I believe you spoke in earnest. Tell me, what do you see with those eyes of yours? Well, I hope you'll share it with me one day. Indeed, I look forward to finding out which of our imagined futures is the more beautiful. How are you? Been well, I trust? Ah. Well, I can see that you worked hard on this. Be sure to drop by again.
Hey! That's fine work. Thanks to you, it looks like we have what we need to revitalize the shogunate. Now, I had my men look into the samurai you mentioned. Word is they're working for the Brits as an intermediary. Setting up weapon sales with the high and mighty. Something smells rotten, though. And someone in my position can't afford to turn a blind eye. In fact, not all the men I sent to investigate have come back. I have to assume the worst. This has grown beyond your pet project. I need to keep looking into this. But let's leave that conversation for another time. I sent the best of the men you gathered to the military academy, by the way. You should take a look yourselves. Join their training while you're at it. Believe me, there are recruits there who could glare a foreigner into submission.
Ah, that sounds interesting. I might go and take a peek right now. See you there, okay?
Man of action, isn't he? Now, there's one more favor I'd like to ask of you. Enomoto says we don't have the funds to buy ourselves guns or artillery. When I mentioned this to Mr. Brunet, he suggested we try selling Japanese crafts at the International Exposition in Paris. Viscount Shibusawa, our money man, will know exactly what to do. Will you take this letter and offer him any help he might require? You'll find him at the South Commissioner's office. That's all for now. But don't think I won't ask you for more favors if you come back. Feel free to drop by the military academy first, though. You won't want to miss what's going on there.
Over here. If you have business, then let's hear it. Well now, it seems we have like minds. I was just thinking of asking you the very same. Since saying that I wanted to speak with you, we haven't had the chance. You remember that time, I trust. It wasn't my intention to pry into your past then. But at the very least, I thought I could get a name. You're not given to conversation, it seems. Careful with the clumsy jokes now, especially if you're not good with words. This, I say as someone who was once like you. I spoke in Satsuma dialect, you see, and it made me self-conscious. Be it our position, our birth, or our hearts. No matter how we try to behave, there's always something binding us. You should understand this well enough. Now, I won't ask you further about your origins. But am I correct in assuming you've never had a cat or a dog? Delightful creatures both. Adorable and sweet. They snuggle up to you without asking complicated questions. It seems we're quite alike, you and I. If you have the chance, it'd do you good to try caring for them. I'm reminded of the darling Chin I used to have. With that, I didn't have to let him go. But that's enough about me. It's your turn to talk about yourself for a change. If you have business, then let's hear it. Yes, that's a fine idea. It might help me feel better. Let's take a little walk. Come with me. The disgrace of it all. I still can't believe that the villain would turn out to be someone from Satsuma. Right now, Japan is faced with an unprecedented crisis. Now, most of all, we must join hands and stand together in common cause. We can't hope to survive if we fight among ourselves like this. Like me, Nakamura wants to change Japan for the better. We merely envision different ways of achieving that goal. As someone who shares the same homeland, I want to believe this. I consider it my mission to bring disparate factions together. But no matter what I do, how much I give, it isn't enough. I can't reach them. So not a word out of you after all. When you stand there in that unflappable way, I feel foolish for letting my frustrations get the better of me. Times like this, it's best to take your mind off your troubles by eating. Tell me, do you like sweets? I see. In that case, we may have to be a little creative. I thought I'd make simmered sweet potato, you see? And I'd like to treat you by way of an apology for making you listen to my grumbling. If you have business. I'm well pleased. Is that so? Farewell. If you have business.